Well, hello beautiful souls, it's your girl Zhane coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, today we are going to be talking about some 2025 releases. Are they bangers? Are they fails? What's going on with these new releases? I have everything from very luxurious high-end niche fragrances to very affordable fragrances that you can find under $30. So if you guys are interested in seeing what fragrances I'm gonna talk about today and if they're bangers or not, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So if you are new to my channel, hello again. My name is Zhane. Welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's get into it. So of course y'all already know I start off with my lip combo. Y'all be wanting to know what's on the lips, and I'm here to deliver. So today is another Maybelline combo. I've really been feeling their lip products lately, and they did send over some lip liners, so I've been trying out different ones. I started off with the lifter liner in the shade Let's Bounce, and it's a nice neutral brown, but it's not too dark. It's kind of like the perfect medium brown in my opinion for my skin tone. But then I topped it off with the Superstay Teddy Tint from Maybelline in the shade Wild at Heart, and I've worn this before. I actually really like this combo. I filled in majority of my lips with the lip liner, and then I put the Wild at Heart Teddy Lip Tint on top, and I think it just added a really nice effect. This is my lip combo today. Very affordable, really pretty, and quite long lasting, if I shall say so myself. Alright, so we're going to start off with my scent of the day. Go ahead and leave your scent of the day or night down below, because I would absolutely love to know. I love the chit chat, I love the dialogue, and y'all be putting me on some bangers. So let me know what fragrance you're wearing today. If you're not wearing a fragrance, just say, look, I just took a shower and that's it, and that's okay. I am wearing one that's a new fragrance that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about, specifically on YouTube. A lot of these fragrances I haven't really heard about, besides a couple of them. You know, they're quite popular. And my scent of the day today is Cosmic 2.0 from Kylie Jenner. I did a whole review on the original one. I believe it was like a first impression or something. And this is the flanker that came out. And spoiler alert, I like this one better. So I would describe Cosmic 2.0 to be a warm, spicy, fruity, floral fragrance, but it has this unique ambery touch with some woodiness. That's pretty much all I get from the fragrance. There's something nostalgic about this fragrance though. Like, I feel like I've smelt this before somehow, some way, and for this to be, you know, a celebrity fragrance under $100, which is kind of normal nowadays, like under $70 is about normal when it comes to fragrances being reasonable. This one is quite good. Like, I really like how this wears on the skin. Not gonna lie, I think that this gives me similar vibes to Say Noir from Beyonce, but it's not the same. It's not really heavy on the honey or anything like that, but just that like deep and sexy and rich type of fragrance, but it's still approachable and wearable as far as being a signature scent. That's kind of the vibes that I get from this, and it's quite effortless, if I shall say so myself. What I get the most out of this fragrance is the vanilla. I also get a little bit of this aromatic lavender, which I think gives this unique quality. You also get some fruitiness from some pear, like the original. I believe there's vanilla orchid in here as well. And you get some sandalwood as well, so it's kind of like creamy and woody and enveloping and inviting. But it also has this bright freshness from that pear, which I think adds to that like sexiness but like flirtiness at the same time. If you didn't like how prominent that amber was in the original Cosmic, you would definitely like 2.0, because this is a little bit smoother in my opinion. It still has that nostalgic scent that the original has, but this fragrance in particular is a lot more balanced and like more well-rounded in my opinion. It's not as screechy as the original is, because I do find that the amber in there is a little off-putting for some people, but in here it's quite smooth and very easy to digest. So this is my scent of the day. Go ahead and leave your scent of the day or night down below, because like I said, I would absolutely love to know. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one. Now we have one that all the girls have talked about. I'm just now getting to this PR box, and it's taken me this long, but y'all, I had a procedure done, I was packing, we went on vacation, it was a lot that happened. I'm talking about Fleur Majesty Rose Royale from the House of Kayali. Y'all, the bottle, Kayali just eats down with the bottles. You already know I'm a huge Kayali fan, and y'all, the cap on this one is on there, like it is secure. So I'm really happy about that. I've only worn this fragrance once, so I enjoyed the wear that I did experience with this. If you are looking for an easy to digest rose fragrance, this is it. This is it. This is like Kayali's version of Delina Exclusive, in my opinion, and y'all already know I'm a Delina Exclusive girl. This is a very plushy rose. It's fruity. It has a beautiful woodiness to it. It has this enveloping and very inviting feel to it. It has just enough sweetness. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the pear that's in here. It's very prominent. You can definitely get it, but it's not too sweet. It's like this perfectly ripe pear that's juicy and fruity, but it's sexy at the same time. It has this warmth to it. You also get a fantasy note of purple musk. You get some peach in here as well. So you get a lot of that fruitiness, but honestly, this rose note that's in here, I believe it could be damask rose or Turkish rose, because to me, to my nose, those roses kind of come off plushy. Specifically damask rose, it comes off very plushy and velvety. You also get a nice watery peony note, but it's not too watery. I think it allows the fragrance to have this uplifting vibe to it. So yeah, really enjoy this fragrance. Let me know if y'all want a dedicated review on this, like how it wears, what I like to layer with it, because I would definitely do that, because I haven't tried any layering combos yet, but I will. Y'all know I love Kayali, and I have pretty much every single fragrance that they've launched, whether it's in a travel size or I have the full bottle. But yeah, shout out to Kayali. Thank y'all for sending this my way, and it is a banger. Highly recommend, especially if you like Delina Exclusive but you don't want to travel with that bottle. Girl, get you some Fleur Majesty, okay? Get you some Fleur Majesty. Now, these next two fragrances I'm gonna talk about together because they are nice on their own, but them as a combo, listen. It is such a good combo. Like, it makes me so joyful. I cannot wait to wear this in the cooler months because I feel like it'll give a different vibe, because right now it's hot outside. I don't really overspray one as much because it could be a little too much in this down south heat. But today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Oksha's newest launch with Paul Reacts. This is called Strawberry Sensation. I'm going to start off with this one and I'm going to go over to the second one and tell y'all the vibes together. But this was a pleasant surprise. When I saw Paul Reacts drop his video on Instagram, I was like, oh, well, congratulations. Let me go ahead and get the Vanilla Girl as well, because I never got it, but my sister loved it. So I was like, let me get it. And I like that one, but this one is better. I'm just saying, in my opinion, for me and what I like, this one is definitely my type of vibe. This is a gorgeous strawberry fragrance, but it's giving strawberry before the Gourmand Girls. It's a juicy strawberry, but with this gorgeous vanilla buttercream note, so it's creamy. It's definitely giving like strawberry shortcake, slightly strawberry cheesecakey. Like, it's like giving the syrup that's on top of a strawberry cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. Like, that's the vibe that I get from this. It is so beautiful. Really enjoy how this wears. Like I said, this has like a strawberry note. This has like a vanilla buttercream note. Those are the top two notes that I get from this fragrance. There are plenty other notes and I'll leave them up on the screen. But for me, I'm really getting a lot of that vanilla cream, that vanilla buttercream along with the strawberry, because they work beautifully together. And the strawberry is a perfect blend of like a sweet strawberry along with like a little bit of tartness, so you get this realistic type of strawberry, in my opinion, but like a sweet realistic strawberry type of vibe, not with the stem or anything like that. It's just the actual fruit and it's delicious. But the second part of this combo is Cream of Clouds from Fragrance World. I'm gonna try and find a link for you guys. I know that they're trying to figure out their website for the US, but any valid distributors that are here in the US, I will leave a link for. Now, this is the perfect coconut cream fragrance. It literally smells like a vanillic creamy coconut. It's so decadent and rich, and it smells absolutely delicious. It has like a vanilla note. It has some coconut. Really, you just get vanilla and coconut. Let me just say that. But when you add these two together, it literally gives that strawberry shortcake vibe, that strawberry cheesecake type of vibe. So delicious, so creamy, absolutely delectable. You smell like a treat. Now, since we are in the hotter months, in the summertime, I overspray Strawberry Sensation more than my Cream of Clouds, but I know that in the wintertime, I'm definitely going to go a little bit heavier with this one, probably do the same amount of sprays. But this has been a really nice combo, and I'm not sure if Oksha updated their formula or something, but this fragrance is extremely long lasting. I really enjoy how this fragrance wears. I have like 3 other Oaksha fragrance, well, technically I have a total of 5 now, but I had 3 fragrances in the past from them that I wore occasionally because I didn't really like the performance and I didn't really talk about them because I felt like they could perform better. But this one, y'all did y'all thing. Paul Reacts, you did your thing with this one. I'm a huge fan of it, and I think this might be the best Oaksha fragrance that I've tried thus far, even though I haven't tried many. I've only tried about 5 total, but this one is my favorite in my collection currently. It stands out. Love the red. It's absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, with Cream of Clouds from Fragrance World, it is stunning. A stunning combination. Thank you, Fragrance World, for sending this my way and partnering with me on this portion of the video. I really appreciate you guys and your support. And I did purchase this myself. So this is a mixture of PR and a little bit of my own shopping. Like I said, if I have links, I will link them down in the description box for you. I will try my best to get as many links as I possibly can. Okay, this next fragrance is definitely one that the girls and the guys have not really been talking about. The only reason why I know about this fragrance is because I went into Ulta myself and I was like, what? She came out with a new scent. This is from Eilish Fragrances and this is called Your Turn. This really surprised me, and I only got the 30 ml, but look how cute this bottle is. It is a fingerprint magnet, so if you keep your hands hydrated, then you know. But this fragrance really took me by surprise. This is reminding me a lot of Eilish number 2, the more like pewter like bottle that's similar to this shade, but it has this like masculine edge to it, so I definitely think this is a little bit more gender neutral. This does lean slightly more masculine. This has like a citrusy tone to it, but it also has this nice warm spiciness. It has this woodiness. It has a little bit of fruitiness, but not much. What I get the most out of this fragrance is the cardamom. I think this is a cardamom bomb. If you like the warm spiciness, the fresh spiciness of cardamom, you would absolutely love this scent. You also get some ginger in here and some night blooming jasmine, along with some sandalwood and some musk. So like I said, it's a lot of like fresh spiciness, warm spiciness. I do get a lot of that cardamom in the opening along with that ginger. You do also get some bergamot as well, but like I said, in the mid, as the fragrance starts to dry down, that night blooming jasmine comes through. For me, it's a little bit more of a sexier jasmine. This doesn't go too animalic on my skin, so I think the jasmine is still a cleaner jasmine. It's just a little bit darker and richer. But yeah, I really get a lot of that like masculine edge from the ginger with the cardamom, and then you get that bergamot as well, so you get a little bit of that citrusy tone. There is a little bit of fruitiness in here from some peach skin, but I think it adds this tart element to the fragrance. It's not like a juicy fruitiness whatsoever, and like I said, you get that musk and that sandalwood in the base. Now the sandalwood in here is a little bit drier, so that's why I said you get a little bit more of a masculine edge from this scent, but I think this will layer beautifully with other fragrances, specifically Eilish number 1, like the brown bottle. I think if you add like a vanilla to this, if you're a woman, you can get that edginess, but you can also get a little bit of sweetness. I don't think this has much sweetness to it at all. Like I wouldn't consider this to have any sweetness, but I really do enjoy having like an edgier fragrance that kind of makes me step outside of my box. Like a darker, deeper fragrance that's like sexy and a little bit androgynous is something that I will wear in all black. So if you're the type of gal or guy who wants to wear all black and, you know, just be kind of mysterious, I think this will be a nice option, especially if you're on a budget. I have another fragrance as well if you want to splurge a little bit for Father's Day. But yeah, this is a nice option, and it's cute. It's cute, but for me, it's not my favorite, but I'm happy that I have it. So this is Your Turn from Eilish. So this house is a house that really has piqued my interest. I think I'm gonna dive headfirst into this brand because I think that I'm gonna like a lot of these fragrances. I only have 2 from this house, and this one is my favorite thus far. This is Anelo from Per Noir. If you like the idea of a sexy pineapple fragrance that's not giving Creed Aventus, you would like Anelo. First of all, bottle cute. Okay, I love the white bottle. I have a black bottle as well of a different fragrance. But if you like, again, similar to Your Turn, if you like a gender fluid fragrance that leans slightly more masculine, but it has just enough of an element or two to make it very gender fluid, like in the middle, but like leaning a little masculine, you would like antelope. This is quite adventurous for me as a fragrance. This is a really nice tropical fruity fragrance with some warm spices in there. You get some earthiness from some patchouli and some vetiver, and you get a little bit of an ambery touch as well. I love how this fragrance opens up with that pomelo, that pineapple, and that mandarin. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get a mango note. Along with some magnolia, which is a really nice fresh white floral fragrance. You also get a little bit of ginger, and I think the ginger really adds to like the masculine touch. I've noticed that ginger in fragrances kind of adds a little bit more of a masculine touch in my opinion, and that mango allows that pineapple to shine as well, because both of those tropical fruits just gives this sexy vibe. And then in the deep dry down, that's where you get that amber, and then you get this very earthy patchouli along with this vetiver note. And the vetiver is woody, but it does go slightly green and dry in my opinion, so the base is quite dry. I think the amber adds to the masculine edge as well, because this amber doesn't go vanillic in my opinion. It goes very resinous and ambery, which I think adds to the sex appeal of it. I love how just juicy and fruity this opens up, but then as it dries down, it gets more and more intense and a little bit masculine. So again, I think this just adds to that like sex appeal in my opinion. If this sounds like it's yours, I highly recommend you get this for yourself. Again, this will be a great Father's Day gift. The opening might throw them off, I'm just saying, because it is quite fruity with the pineapple and a little bit of mango, but as it dries down, it becomes very intoxicating and sexy. And for this to be a white bottle, I did not expect for it to come out like that, but it was super cute. And the PR package was gorgeous. It was kind of like in a treasure box, and it was giving like Lost at Sea type. Like, I love that. It's nice. It's really nice. Speaking of really nice, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Ariana Grande and we're kind of thick as thieves when it comes to like types of fragrances that she comes out with. I think this REM line and the Cloud line, really nice. So this is REM Cherry. I have the original REM as well. Perfect for bedtime. Super sexy and super unique in my opinion. I hate the holder. I just kept this for y'all, but the fragrance is so cute. Like, it literally has the same top as the original REM. Let me know if y'all want a comparison video. Leave me hashtag REM Cherry review if y'all want to see a comparison video to the original with this one. But y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but I love a good cherry fragrance, and this is unique enough to be in my collection. Like, it's simple. It's very simple. This is a simple scent, but I just love the fact that they included a cherry note with the REM collection, because it gives me life. Like, it's just enough. It's just enough sweetness. It's just enough fruitiness. It's just enough of a white floral touch. It's just enough muskiness. It's just enough amberiness. Like, it's just, it's a beautiful fragrance. I love how they made it a little bit more feminine. Like, the original REM was quite gender neutral leaning feminine, but this to me just gives femininity all day. You get some black cherry in the top along with some honeysuckle, which I find to be, you know, feminine, cute, pretty, okay? And then as the fragrance dries down, you get this marshmallow meringue accord along with some jasmine, and then in the deep dry down, you just get some amber and some musk. So for me, it's simple, it's cute, it's very easy to wear. This is another fragrance that I would just throw on without even thinking about it, running errands, doing something quite casual, you know, brunch, lunch, something like that, if you don't want to do too much. Like, this is perfect, and it's quite affordable. I'm just a huge fan of the Ariana Grande line when it comes to the REM line and Cloud. It's just easy. They're just so easy to wear, and they smell good. And if you're on a budget, like, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. But yeah, REM Cherry is a banger in my opinion. So let me know if y'all want a full dedicated review on this one, comparing it to the OG, because I would do that for y'all because I love y'all or whatever. Okay, speaking of masculine scents, this one to me is truly a masculine scent. It's truly for the gentleman or the masculine fragrance wearers, whether you're non-binary, female, whatever. This one though is a coin. Okay, if you're ready to spend a little coin, just a little bit, it's not like a lot, be ready. Okay, this is the new release from Parfums de Marly, Castely. Castely is for a gentleman, or you know, someone who is just put together. This fragrance is very heavy on the warm spices. It's citrusy, it's aromatic, it has this resinous touch to it as well, and slightly green in my opinion. Just has this very slight greenness to it, but it's quite unique in my opinion. It's not overpowering like some other, you know, masculine leaning fragrances are. It has just enough of everything. So this fragrance opens up with a lot of warm spices and some citruses. So you get some fresh ginger, black pepper, along with some bergamot. Very easy, very straightforward. Like I said, that ginger note that's been in these fragrances lately, they've been quite intense. But this one is quite refined and very smooth. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get a neroli note along with some petitgrain. And petitgrain kind of adds that like green element to the fragrance. And then in the deep dry down, you get those resinous notes like labdanum and benzoin. And then you also get some akigala wood. So you get this very dark yet sexy woodiness. Like I said, a woman could wear this if she wants to, but for me, ginger pulls very masculine on my skin. I don't know why, it just reminds me of more masculine leaning fragrances, but on the skin this does wear quite nicely. I would say for me, I don't overspray this because if I do, I would just feel a little too masculine. But as the fragrance dries down and you get those resinous notes, the labdanum kind of comes off ambery on my skin, a little sweet, kind of comes off like ambery or vanillic. And with the benzoin note, that kind of comes off ambery to me as well. So I get a little bit more sweetness in the deep dry down with that woodiness. And when that neroli comes out, that does kind of radiate off my skin. It's a cleaner white floral in my opinion, more citrusy. So yeah, really enjoy this. This is a banger. It's quite long lasting, but on my skin, like I said, I did get a little bit more of that resinous like vanillic ambery tone from the benzoin along with that labdanum in the base. Definitely check this out, and yeah, I highly recommend you get your nose on it. You don't have to get the big boy. Maybe they'll have a travel size or something like that you can test out, but it is really nice and it's a good gift as well. Next, we have a very affordable fragrance from a brand that I'm starting to get into. This is Not That Vanilla from Good Chemistry. They also sent over their body spray and this in a travel size. So this is a very smoky, warm, gourmand fragrance. So the notes that are listed are bergamot, you get some cocoa bean along with some smoky amber. I believe there might be something that's a little bit woody in here, maybe like a sandalwood, but that note isn't listed. It's quite simple, but it is cute. Like, I think that this is a nice smoky ambery scent, but it does go vanillic. I see why they called it Not That Vanilla, because it's not vanilla. It is a little bit more ambery, so it's a little bit darker, a little bit sexier, and I think this is really nice. And for the price, you can't go wrong with smelling good for under $30. Like, I'm just saying. So if you're looking for an affordable option and it smells good and like on the sexier side, definitely check out Not That Vanilla from Good Chemistry. Shout out to y'all for sending this my way. Really enjoyed that PR package with that cookie. This is nice. I really enjoy it, and I think that this will be one that I pull out a little bit more in the cooler months, like fall, winter time. Yep, y'all will be seeing this a little bit more. So I really do like this. Okay, last but certainly not least, I had to purchase this when I met up with Ormond Jane's CEO, Linda, in Dallas. That was in, I believe it was March, and y'all, I still haven't posted my like quick reel that I did, but I will post it. Now, I was sent home with Damask, and it was signed. It was engraved with my name, which I talked about in a previous video. But I could not leave Neiman Marcus in Dallas without grabbing my Montebaco Aruba fragrance. This is a gorgeous gourmand. Like, if you want a grown-up gourmand, that's what Aruba is. And this collection is like their travel collection. So they have like Aruba, Cuba, I forgot the other countries that they had, but Cuba was nice too, not gonna lie. But this one stole my heart. I could not leave without it. I gotta show y'all right here on the back. Y'all are gonna see my fingerprints all over it because it's mirrored and it's like this smoky pewter color, but on the back it is so crazy. Like, it is such a gorgeous bottle, and it's like a masterpiece. So this is my third Ormond Jane fragrance, and I'm definitely going to get more. A lot of y'all told me about Taif. It's like another like fruity floral fragrance I believe that they have. Definitely going to check that one out. But Aruba, yes ma'am. Now, to me, this is a gorgeous like floral leathery fragrance, and I typically don't like leathery fragrances, but there's something about this that kind of gives me a gourmand vibe because it's like so smooth and soft. The leather kind of comes off like cashmere. It doesn't even come off leathery. Like when I was told that this had leather in it, I was like, what? But you do get this very sexy tobacco note, and it's not too screechy or ashy at all. It's very smooth and slightly sweet in my opinion. So Aruba opens up with a lot of citruses. You get some bergamot, some grapefruit, along with some orange. And then as the fragrance dries down, you start to get some of those florals. You get some jasmine in there. A little bit of rose. I get a little bit of rose, but I do get this powdery violet note, which I think adds to the sexiness to this fragrance. Like it has this playful yet sexy yet approachable type of vibe, and that's what I like about this scent. And then in the deep dry down, you get that tobacco along with that leather, but again, that leather is so smooth, it's giving cashmere. It's not giving leather at all. You also get some cardamom in the base as well, so really enjoy that. I think this is just a really nice scent. Like I really enjoy it, and for me, like I think you could wear this year round, but it's giving nighttime. It's giving nighttime. It's giving you're going out. You smell unique. Like I don't think I've ever smelled anyone that smelled like this, and I like to layer this as well. If I want just a little bit more sweetness, I'll get a fragrance that's a little bit more ambery or a little bit more vanillic, or just something that has more of a gourmand touch to it. Add this to it and it just elevates both fragrances. Like both fragrances are elevated. So love my Malt Tobacco Aruba from Armand Zhane. I don't know if I have a code or anything with them, but I'll definitely let y'all know. But I did purchase this with my own money. Just saying, they have been sending me a little PR, but this one I had to get. And this is when I also got a sample of Amouage Guidance 46. That's next on the wish list. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm saving up my coins so I can get that fragrance because I need her. I need her. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for you today. What did you think about today's video? What are some releases in 2025 that have swept you off of your feet? What are some bangers? What are some fail releases that came out that you're not a fan of? Because I would love to know that too. But I think that my little haul slash ranking of these 2025 releases is quite nice. Like I like most of them. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. I would love to take y'all requests. Let me know if y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, go ahead and leave me the black heart emoji so I know you guys made it until the end. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.